Will GTA 6 pre-orders along with Trailer 3 come out tomorrow, and what is going on with this whole Rockstar Games firing people for forming a union drama? If you haven't heard about this, Rockstar is currently under a lot of pressure with potential lawsuits coming up and a lot of bad press, which is not good if the next day, aka tomorrow, you will have a earnings call, which is your investors who invest money into you calling with you, asking some questions about what's going on. And of course, as a company, this is really bad timing if there's a lot of drama going on behind the scenes that is going public right now. Now, one of the things they can do to make the investors forget about all this drama is drop a Trailer 3 and pre-orders for Grand Theft Auto 6, which will completely change the narrative of that earnings call and of the investors. Instead of the stocks going down, the stocks will go up. But is Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive gonna go into panic mode and drop that nuke button uploading Trailer 3 along with the pre-orders, or is there something else going on? Let's talk about it in this video. So I have this article in front of me saying Rockstar accused of the most ruthless act of union busting in the history of the United Kingdom, England, games industry after firing dozens of employees who are allegedly attempting to form a union. The word allegedly is being used so that nobody can sue the people who are writing this article, and the subheadline is Rockstar parent company Take-Two Interactive says all the employees in question were fired for gross misconduct, quote unquote. What does this all mean? Well, a Bloomberg report, which you cannot read unless you pay for it, and luckily other articles cover the exact same thing. The report says that GTA 6 Studios Rockstar Games has fired dozens of employees over what the Independent Workers of Great Britain, which is the IWGB union, alleges is a quote-unquote brazen act of union busting. Rockstar's parent company, Take-Two Interactive, denies that allegation and says the employees were fired for misconduct. The Bloomberg report says that between 30 and 40 Rockstar employees working in multiple offices in the UK and Canada were fired on October 30th, all of them part of a private trade union chat group on Discord. And a representative of the IWGB told Bloomberg that some of the fired employees were members of the union and others were attempting to organize. And we have a tweet here from IWGB Game Workers Union saying, "This is the most ruthless act of union busting in the history of the UK games industry. Yesterday, now a couple of days ago, Rockstar Games unfairly fired over 30 employees for union activity. We won't back down and we're not scared. We will fight for every member to be reinstated." And it is quote tweeted by IWGB Union, and these by the way are not X posts on Twitter but Blue Sky. They say Rockstar not only making history in terms of profits but enacting in the most brazen act of union busting the games industry has ever seen. Now, the president of the IWGB Union, Alex Marshall, told Bloomberg that Rockstar's flagrant contempt for the law and for the lives of the workers who bring in their billions is an insult to their fans and the global industry. And in a statement provided to PC Gamer, which is the article that I'm reading right now, Take-Two Interactive denied the allegations of the union busting and said it supported Rockstar's decision to fire the employees. And let's be honest, of course Take-Two Interactive is going to support Rockstar Games. They are working together and they're business partners, so they're going to be supporting each other no matter what. And this is a quote from Take-Two Interactive's head of global corporate communication, Alice Lewis. Sounds like he's very up there in the rankings. He said, "We strive to make the world's best entertainment properties by giving our best in-class creative teams positive work environments and ongoing career opportunities." He says, "Our culture is focused on teamwork, excellence, and kindness. Rockstar Games terminated a small number of individuals for gross misconduct and for no other reason. As always, we fully support Rockstar's ambitions and approach." Therefore, Take-Two declining to comment on the number of Rockstar employees fired or the specific reason for their firing. And as we know, Rockstar had a well-known crunch culture some years ago at the end of RDR 2, and while things seem seem to be improving more recently. The studio is currently facing what has to be massive pressure to get GTA 6 finished. The game is set to launch on console, well, we already know. So that's the article. So basically a lot of employees are being fired. They just happen to be part or want to be part of a union, and Rockstar said, no, you are bad. We're gonna fire you. And now they're trying to legally fight back and make sure that they might get their job back or whatever. Now, what is my opinion of all of this? First of all, does this affect trailer 3 and pre-orders and whatever? It might, but I feel like Rockstar has their own plan, and this type of negative press is something that they are very used to, and it won't let them change anything in terms of the marketing strategy or the investment strategy. If they have something coming tomorrow, it will come tomorrow, and they would have planned that to come out tomorrow for months now. Trailer 3 would already been cooked up a long time ago, and we will all be happy and forget about this news. Maybe that's the plan. You know, last time we got some bad news earlier with the delay, and then we got trailer 2 right after that. So it might be possible that this is a calculated decision where they chose this time around to fire them because they knew they were gonna get a lot of negative press. Companies really do think that way, by the way. But maybe it's just a coincidence. That could also be true. Do I think that GTA 6 will have its crunch culture return in Rockstar Games' company? 100%, of course, obviously they will do that. Yes, they will do that. It is good press if Rockstar Games releases RER 2 and then there is this whole thing of crunch culture and they say, okay, we're going to make things better now. Of course they're gonna say that. And of course, for a couple of years up until the last month of the release, they will also take more care of their employees. But let's be honest, if you want to be a part of a company like Rockstar Games, or you want to be in a movie industry and work on movies, or you want to do something else in terms of entertainment, you are going to have to work so hard, and there is a lot of reason to complain about what these companies are doing. But you chose to be a part of a great company that creates a great product, and you know what you're in for. If you work on GTA 6 and you're gonna work up until release, you know that you're gonna get crunch culture. I am not saying it's good for crunch culture to be a thing, but Red Dead Redemption 2 was an absolute masterpiece, and they had so much crunch culture in the last couple of months in that game development cycle. It's crazy. And one thing that I also want you to know is delays and crunch culture have nothing in common. There's no such thing as we're gonna delay the game to avoid crunch culture. No, we're gonna crunch and we're gonna delay the game. That's how Rockstar thinks. So if you want to be an employee and work on the biggest game ever in the history of time, and you think you're just gonna go and have a normal 9 to 5 with a break and it's gonna be all okay and you're gonna just chill in your office, that's not how it works in real life. And this might sound harsh to hear and for me to say, but it's just a reality. It's just a reality, guys. I'm not here to sit and, give this illusion that it's all fun and games. It's a game, you're working on a game, but you're incredibly hard working, and you have to, otherwise you're gonna get fired. And that's just how it is. And Rockstar Games sees that people want to make a union to kind of be ahead of the game in terms of crunch culture becoming more and more aggressively as the game gets closer to release. And Rockstar Games simply says, you know what? Nah, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna play this game. And that's just a reality of how it probably goes. Now, I also want to mention that I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes, but this is the overall kind of idea that I have of it. I'm not saying that any of this is true. Everybody has their own narrative that they want to spew and want to tell, and they want to make them look good and them look bad, and it's all like one messy thing. Business is a messy thing, everybody. But to be honest, all I care about is hopefully tomorrow we will get something. It could be either nothing in terms of GTA 6, and it could be in Red Dead Redemption port to the PS5, which in that case I don't really care about it, to be honest. I just got it on PC, I'm good, it looks amazing, it's fine to me. Maybe we get the GTA 5 Mansions DLC and a trailer for that instead of the GTA 6 third trailer with pre-orders, which again, I don't really care about that, mainly because I'm a GTA 6 channel. I mean, if the Mansions DLC comes out, I will probably play it, but I will probably log on and realize I don't have any money for this, I'm not gonna grind, so I'm just gonna get out of there and continue making GTA 6 videos. And if you love GTA 5 Online, it beautiful for you. I love it to a certain extent too. I really like the heists and just messing around with my friends, but I want something new. I want GTA 6 Trailer 3 or pre-orders, even if it's just the pre-orders, just to see the editions, the special editions and all of that. I want to see that. There's also obviously this idea of the GTA 4 remaster that we might get, but to be honest, if GTA 6 comes out on May 26th, 2026, and you want to have those pre-orders maximized in terms of how much money you can make with it, then this time is the perfect time to do so. We have Thanksgiving coming up where people give thanks and presents, then you have Christmas where people give presents as well, then you have everybody saving up money for this time around. So this is a perfect timing for pre-orders to open up for Rockstar Games. Are we getting something tomorrow definitively? I don't know, but I do want to say that you should probably refresh your YouTube a couple of times just in case Trailer 3 pops up tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.